Hello Aries, welcome to your reading for the month of June. I'm Rebecca Gabriel. I hope you are keeping well, Aries. We have a general reading here, and of course this is applicable for your sun, moon or your rising sign. We're going to take a look at where your energy's at and what's going to be unfolding for you in the month of June. And of course, if you enjoy this reading and you really resonate with it, let me know. Leave me a comment. I'd love to hear all about what's going on in your world. All right, let's start. Thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels, for Aries. What have we got for the month of June for Aries? All righty. It starts out so beautifully. The month of June, you're in this space of understanding the importance of giving back to you and feeling loved, and being in a space of wanting to give love as well, just feeling that real sense of that you need to give yourself comfort and nourish yourself at this time. So it's an inner focus, it's nurturing you and taking care of your well-being. It really is helping you mentally, emotionally, physically and spiritually, this beautiful new focus that you have for yourself. And it's helping you to heal on many levels. It's helping you to bring back a sense of balance and to understand where you are at this time in your life, the things that have occurred, but less about the past and more about who you are today, and feeling really connected with your spiritual side and connecting with the divine. So a lot of awarenesses are coming, a lot of heart-based energy is there for you, Aries, in the month of June. And for some reason, perhaps you're feeling a little bit more spiritual and more connected with the bigger picture in life and what's most important, and that is inspiring you and driving you right now. It's a really great place to be, especially if we are to encounter change in life. And I feel that this is perhaps so relevant for you right now because things in the past have been a little stormy and you've had to deal with change and accept that there are parts in your life that needed to be dismantled, and that's a good thing. It may not feel comfortable when we experience the storms in life, but they truly do clear the path to help you eliminate what is not meant to be in your life, Aries. So let me show you. We have the Angel of Love card here and the Healer of the Ages card. So this is you doing some incredible healing work on the inside and really being in a heart space. And this is really helping you to recover from what needed to be dismantled in your life. And those storms, they're not comfortable, but they certainly take out of your life what is not meant to stay. All right, let's take a closer look, Aries. What's going on for you in the month of June? And gosh, we're moments away from June. I'm recording this right at the end of May here. Yeah. So these cards that I just pulled came out in reverse, and we've got the picture of a loving man here, or something, a presence that was in your life. There's a potential here that maybe someone has left your life, or there've been thoughts around someone who you've had. This could be you or someone else, where there has been a loving connection. But with the travel card, I feel that there's this reason now that you've given yourself to think about, well, do I need to leave this? What is it about this connection? We'll find out more in a minute, where you're ready to just move on and you're sort of at the door waiting. Maybe you've already taken that step and packed your bag, because the storm that has been left you in a place of fears of the unknown. Well, now that this change has happened, what now? So there is that sort of fear of the unknown and not really being clear about what's ahead. And that's natural. You know, when we've had a bit of a shake-up in our life, it's difficult to see clearly what the next step is. So we'll take a closer look to see how this starts to unfold and reveal the pathway ahead for you. Do you know what I'm going to say? And this is going to not match everybody out there, but there's something about a loving relationship that was where there's now a sense of triumph. Perhaps you've had to triumph over something that didn't work, or something is coming to fruition in a different kind of a way for you in terms of a relationship. Whatever it is, there's this sense of victory here, that you've achieved something. And I think that's the most important message here. And what it's done is that it's sparked this inner light within you and this inspiration, where now you're feeling quite inspired. You don't need inspiration from others. This is something that's within you, something that has lit up inside of you as a result of recent events. And perhaps the way forward has been unclear, but the next card that was reversed lets us know that with change and transition, we can either focus on the obstacles or we can look beyond what feels a little uncertain right now. Now this card was reversed and it's a number 5 here. So it's a choice. Do you focus on the pitfalls and the fears and the worries? Or do you look beyond to see what is possible? So let's pull a few more cards here, Aries. This is very interesting. I'm intrigued. The details of your situation is going to be different for everyone. This is a general reading, but as I said, the key to this message is a sense of victory for what you have had to overcome, and now feeling quite inspired by what you've needed to go through and the recognition of who you are, and now being able to use all of that as a way to move forward, even if you don't know exactly how things are going to turn out. I feel that for many of you, the pathway that you were on, it didn't feel quite true. There were things that were hidden, and at first it may have felt all roses and shiny and that everything would work out, but it didn't quite happen that way. So right now it's coming to an understanding of what is truth, what is real, what's the real deal. I think you're getting that understanding now, and that's where the gold is in realizing what is real and what isn't. So Spirit is definitely saying this is a moment where you have to trust your intuition and your higher self. So we have the higher power card here. This is going to a place where you feel like you're rising above the noise and the chaos that has been, and now you're seeing things which are much higher perspective. For a period of time you may feel like you've just got to go with the flow, because in that place of the unknown, it may take a little bit of time to get to where you're going, your next stop, let's just say. So on the way to get there, it's making sure you just go with the flow. It's not necessarily having grand expectations. It's certainly not about focusing on potential pitfalls. It's about being the observer. Now in the boat here, we've got the compass and the direction. You're going with the flow, and we've got these binoculars here. It's like keeping a watch out, observing what's going on around you, observing yourself. It's really looking at the lens, looking at the world and yourself as an observer. And that's going to really help you go through this period of time that is a transformational change. Keeping in mind the first few cards were about going back to that heart space and doing a lot of healing here. You are victorious, remember. And change is a process. It doesn't happen overnight. Let's pull some tarot cards here for you for the challenge, the opportunity, and the way forward, Aries. The challenge is, yes, you've got choice. You've got choice. You've got things to look at the moment. So take your time. Be choosy, be discerning. We've got the Seven of Cups here. There is plenty out there that can fill your cup. But we want to be choosy. We want to sort of look at what our choices are and choose the right thing for you. And it's certainly not about trying to go for everything, because that just exhausts us and leaves us in a place of confusion. So the way forward is about getting clarity. We have the King of Swords here, and there's no doubt about it. You're taking a more objective view of your situation. You're creating a strategy. You're being careful with your communication, particularly with yourself. And this time you are feeling a little bit more clear about what it is that you want to create in your life. I almost want to say, don't overanalyze the situation and bring a little bit of a lightness to self-examination. It's really important that we get clarity and we get clear on what our priorities are in life. But the next card, the Ten of Swords, is upside down, and you know that what has transpired has finished. So this is sort of an indication that something has come to an end. But this time you're ready to release. There's no sense of poor me or I'm the victim of a situation. I really feel that you're feeling quite empowered this time round, Aries, that you've got the gist of what's happened and now you're really ready to let all of that go and to move on, which is really commendable of you. Okay, let's pull a few more cards to see what else for Aries. Okay, challenge, opportunity, and way forward. Well, the challenge here to me is not really a challenge. The wheel here indicates that things are in motion, and if the challenge is of anything, it perhaps is, do you feel ready and prepared for going to a higher level now, of moving on and doing things differently? The universe has got the wheels in motion anyway. So if something has left your life or hasn't worked out, you are rising above all of that now for greater opportunities. And justice is coming your way. Things are now being evened out. You get what you deserve. Balance is being restored in your life, and that's a good thing, my friend. The way forward is, you know what? I know that these experiences teach us a lot. You know, you're generous of heart, but this time it's about being able to tap into your emotions in order to fill your cup rather than the cup of everybody else. So we've got the Queen of Cups here. Be sure to make sure to give back to you rather than continue a pattern of giving to everyone else. You're very empathic, you're very intuitive, but when this card is in reverse, it may be that you're leaking all of that beautiful energy and not realizing the heart within you, the generosity within you, and in fact there's an opportunity here for you to show yourself a lot of compassion. So keep that in mind, my friends. You deserve to have the love and compassion for yourself. You do not need to keep giving it away and leaving yourself in a place of deprivation. All right, let's do some final messages here for Aries in the month of June. I had to pull out a card that popped out and I'm going, oh, do I take that one? It was the Two of Swords. But I want to say, you're getting clarity. All right, thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels. Yeah, brilliant. Oh, what a way to finish this reading. We have the Emperor card. This is you taking back control in your life. This is you creating a plan for yourself, for your life. It's giving yourself that time in this time of healing and change to think things through more clearly, to create that plan and to even consider a different plan, to do things differently. Yeah. So definitely the wheels are in motion for change. You're looking at where you are planning to put your energy, what's to keep and what's to go, and the truth of everything, okay? We want to get the truth. We want the reality here. And I know that you're going to be victorious, okay? So the Emperor card is self-empowerment. It's creating that change and being very, very aware of the bigger picture of what it is that you want to create for your life. And as a result, it's the 10 of Cups. This is abundance. This is a new experience of life feels great. And you start to manifest financial abundance, happiness, connection with others. It just takes it to a new level. I feel like you needed to go through that dark period, my friends, that shake-up, that feeling that your world was just all over the place. Some things needed to be removed from your life. And you had to go through that period of feeling like you were in the dark and you know, the fear of the obstacles ahead, because it's taught you so much. It's given you this opportunity to reassess and become the observer of your life for a little while and to recognize that chapter in your life is done. It's finished. So now it's listening to your higher self, giving back to you. The Fool card came here in reverse. I'm just going to say, moving forward into the unknown, there really is no risk here. This is about you having fun and looking at life through a playful lens and seeing that stepping into the unknown doesn't have to equate to, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm scared and I don't want to move forward. It can equate to feelings of curiosity, playfulness, a spirit of adventure, and knowing that you can wing it, you can do it, you can create new pathways forward, and you're going to trial it for a while. There's a real lightheartedness about this card, and you know, it doesn't have to be about fear of taking risks. It can be about playing with life. So my friends, I'm going to leave that reading for the month of June. I really hope that resonated with you. Please leave me a comment. Let me know what's going on in your life. And in the meantime, you do take care, and I look forward to seeing you next month. Bye now.